late night less TOMAC show Dark and Deep.
The show is hosted by Humility Son as Les TOMAC is away this week working on a documentary. Tonight's guest is Dr. Derrickson, developer of the Energy Time Flux device. Welcome to Dark and Deep,
Welcome
everyone.
to the show tonight, Dr. Derrickson. I understand you are recuperating from a heart attack, and I want to express my get well wishes to you, as I am sure all of our viewers and listeners tonight do as well. Well, Dr. Derrickson, as you are quite well aware, the Energy Time Flux device was stolen by a small arm team of paper dolls and taken into the future along with Flashy the Paper Doll and Dr. Reeb Summer. Can you tell us what the potential threat or danger level might be from all of this? And let me add that I understand that President Devane has placed you in charge of building yet another Energy Time Flux device since the original one has been stolen.
First of all, I want to thank you very, very much, Hugh Millison, for having me here on the show, and I do appreciate your warm wishes for my well-being. I am feeling better after the heart attack. I have recuperated, and all I can say about to address your question is, yes, indeed, this group of armed paper dolls from the future did invade the Senate hearing, indeed, and they did seize the original Energy Time Flux device and then took it into the future. Now, there are all sorts of unknown ramifications emanating from that. If they could get to use it and travel to different time periods, they could disrupt the current timeline that we exist in. You know, we may suddenly wake up to changes that we're not even aware of, because we're not going to know the changes took place. That's the thing about time tampering. And whereas I do not agree with Senator Devane's policies, many of them, and yes, you are correct that he has ordered me to create another Energy Time Flux device, there's yet another problem with a second one being in existence. Whenever this second one begins to be used, it's going to even further disrupt the fabric or the equilibrium of the time-space continuum. In other words, this is a mathematical problem. When you have too many different incursions, shall we say, or travels back and forth through time. I mean, the original Energy Time Flux device is bad enough going back and forth. It creates alternate timelines, and it creates alternate realities, as well as being a doorway to them as well. If we get a second device going, it will even exponentially multiply this effect, so that there'll be even more alternate realities and timelines created. You know, there's at a certain point, some of them will merge. Some of the various timelines will merge. This is just a quantum physics mathematical thing. It's difficult for the layman, for the average person, to wrap their mind around. I'm not sure I fully understand it myself. But I'm just telling you that there's unknown ramifications. In other words, there are no constants. Nothing that has ever happened is now permanent. Nothing that is happening at this moment is now permanent or fixed, and nothing that will happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, it's no longer fixed or permanent. It is now variable. When you have two separate Energy Time Flux devices going, the variables are dramatically enlarged. So I'm telling you, Hugh, and our listening audience out there and our viewers, this is a grave, grave consequence. I attempted to advise President Devane against the creation of a second device, but he's insisting upon it. And I'm afraid I have no choice. He's bound and determined to go into the future if he can, or send a team of people into the future to attempt to retrieve the original device. And, well, what can I say? I'm going to do what I can, obviously, as a loyal citizen, but I have my reservations about this whole thing. I have my reservations about it.